Gotta wait for it. Gotta wait for it. There we go. Alright, now we're live. Or at least that's what Twitch is telling me, so hopefully that's the case. Anyway. Again. Final Fantasy XII. Hold on. I'm signed out of Steam. This is somewhat vital that I be logged in. Controller room? Yes, it is. Okay. There we go. So, last time on Final Fantasy XII, we went to another tomb-ish area, found another artifact that King Wraithwall had left, which was the Sword of Kings, or whatever the hell they called it. What do they call it? I'm pretty sure it's in the equipment menu. Where is it? Yeah, it is the Sword of Kings, alright. This is the sword that can destroy Nethicite, because apparently nothing else can. And this can be handy, should it actually be used. Ash was prompted to test it out of the non-shard, but then she decided, nah, I don't think so. I think we're going to do something else with this. And maybe that means we're going to use it against the Arcadians' Nethicite that they've collected. Maybe they're manufactured Nethicite that they like to talk about and all that. Anyway, upon leaving the tomb, looking off into the distance, it seems like there's trouble a-brewing down at Mount Burromisace. Now, being the insightful person that I am, I took out the travel time. Not that it would have been that long, because we could have just teleported ourselves over here, and we are now at Mount Burromisace and not back at the tomb. So I'm just going to take a quick look here. I also did a little bit of grinding, not too much. I feel like we have some things coming up. I might have raised the levels by maybe 3. Got a lot of money and trophies and stuff selling things. Also updated the license boards a bit. Most everybody has 2 classes that we could deal around with, except for Penelo and Bosch. I feel like I was going to give Bosch something, I just don't know what. Maybe I'll do that later or some other time. I also feel like I kind of want to give that new summon to somebody. Did I already do that? I did. I gave it to Penelo. Alright. Well, whatever. Anyway, I don't think we need to really prep for anything, so we can just go ahead and move on, see what's going on down here, or up here, as the case may be. So if you'll remember, Mount Burromisace is supposed to be... Oh, hey, that's me. It's supposed to be safe space. It's supposed to be sacred ground. This is supposed to be neutral territory. It's the neutral zone. No combat, no conflict, no nothing. This is where refugees come to get out of the war situation that's going on across all of Ivalice. And it seems like something's not quite right here. Those judges, I thought they were protectors of the law, but they are only cruel brutes bullying the weak. There's still Imperials up in the temple. I'd stay clear of the place, were I you. I've been separated from my family. Gods, I hope they're alright. I always like this thing. It's like big. Is it a skull or is it a rock formation? I think it might be a skull. Yeah, it's got teeth under there. I always wanted to go underneath it, but you can't. Mom was standing with the Kiltius, and the man in armor knocked her down. She can't get up for the pain. Mama. Got a slight migraine there, I see. Our home, our home. I just came and wrecked shit. The Kiltius, they tried to stop the soldiers. The Imperials set fire to our tents as punishment. Terrible. Yeah, what's going on with this thing? My stream ain't loading up all that correctly. The Archadians, a jungle leading armed men. Or a jungle, excuse me, a judge. We were in a jungle before, but that's not the case right now. Those who went to stop them, slain, every one. Alright, sorry, I'm still like kind of messing around with looking at my stream here. You and the Lady Ash, quickly, you must leave the temple. They're still what? Are they praying in there? What are they doing? We began speaking with the Arcadian forces that arrived. When the judge, he suddenly drew his blade. That they would profane the holy mountain of the Kiltia So. Has Arcadia no fear of the gods? I'm gonna say probably not. You must not go near the temple. The judge, he is still there. His Grace Anastasis attempted to reason with him. Wonder how that's going. The judge cut down all the Kiltias who tried to stop him and profaned the temple. I pray his grace is unharmed. That man, a monster! So many people felled with but a single blow. Oh yeah. Just when I began to grow close to them, they started killing each other. It is as I feared. Human behavior is savage and ugly. That's just the Arcadians, though. Clearly it wasn't everybody that was involved. So just have, like, nationalistic tendencies against the Arcadians, it's fine. Alright, let's go in. We're probably going to be dealing with some kind of fight here.
Ah, our vagrant princess. Swift has your lust for revenge led you to the Sword of Kings. You will surrender it to me. Too late, and to their sorrow do those who misplace their trust in gods learn their fate.
Oh yeah, I remember that was in the preview.
There it is again.
Not the preview, the commercial. The ad, whatever. It seems so cool. Also, Frog Helmet Man, I can't believe you've turned against me.
I don't like the look of that.
This mist. He holds a stone. It controls him as it did Miern.
No, the power of manufactured nethicite is the power of man. A weapon forged by his wisdom who would challenge the gods themselves. A fitting blade for a true dynast king. Wraithwall did but pretend the title, a cur begging nethicite scraps from his master's table. Hark! Evilise hails her true dynast king, Vain Solidor. He shall defy the will of the gods and see the reins of history back in the hands of man. His time is nigh! The new Evilise holds no place for the name Downmasker. The stain of Wraithwall's blood shall be washed clean from history's weave.
This guy's got some issues. Okay. We got the B team out. I don't know if this is the best idea, but that's what we're going to be dealing with, so might as well make the most of it. I don't know if any of these people have any... We could try to poison him or something. Got any good techniques on you? Not really? Oh, what? Where the hell these losers come from? Come on, we need to take out these minor judges. There we go. I'm gonna do the one that's a little closer. Probably should equip Shell or something like that too. This guy seems to be kind of obsessed with doing some magics. And I don't want to do any reflect. No reflecting here, considering that we use healing magic quite a bit. You can't poach him, come on. Surely you know better. Alright, Fran, you're attacking the wrong one. Does she have Shell on? Oh yeah, she does. Oh, Balthier, stop trying to poach here. It's not how the game is played. Alright, I see this isn't working that well. Dispel this loser. Goddamn! Balthier, like, bringing out the big hits. No poaching. Probably just turn his gambits off. Poach is real handy if I want to get items from like common folk, but it's a little bit of a pain. I could create an alternate gambit set, I suppose, like one specifically for bosses, but then I don't know, I don't like the idea of stepping into the menu during a boss fight. Although you're very much able to, oh god, just do that. This guy went batshit for a moment. Ah, shit. Clearly, he did not take the loss very well.
He set his very bones about with manufactured nethersite. The Grand Kiltius?
What's up, Vamp? Yeah, me neither. That's why I wanted to play it.
What about Larsa?
Gone. Spirited away by Judge Cabranth.
You okay?
Yeah, friend, your favorite?
So he was here.
As she was with a lot of people back in the day.
As for our young lordling, he went along. To avoid trouble, you see, but Judge Bergen had other ideas. He flew into a rage, and I was left to fend for myself. Please, Princess, you must permit me to take you back with me to Rosaria.
So that you can protect me?
I would lay down my life, at a single word to be sure, but I harbor no mundane delusions of valiant grandeur. Vayne has our war pavilion jumping at shadows. They favor a preemptive strike, but you will convince them otherwise. You will see that they do not start this war.
This I cannot do. Forgive me, but my errand here is not yet done. I must wield the Sword of Kings, and with it bring an end to the Dusk Shard.
This stone, do you even know what it is?
I can venture a guess.
He's got the Louis
The Dracula
Slav, but
Laboratory in Archades. The Empire's weapons research begins and ends there. How soon do we leave?
At once. As for matters in Rosaria, I bid you luck.
So you would leave each to fend for his own. Let us hope that you are not disappointed. Ah, that's right. Larsa left a message. The differences between our two lands will fade before the shared dream of men. My leave, I take.
The assistant's like, goddamn, finally. Supporting your weight for too long here.
How do you propose we reach Archades? Arcadia's borders will be well guarded for fear of Rosarian invasion. We dare not approach by air.
And their navy will see that the coast is watched as well. No, we go afoot. We'll cross into Arcadia in the Salika Wood. We can reach the wood any number of ways, but the easiest is to head north from Nalbina.
Oh yeah, just, you know.
There's a hunter's
Go
camp
out of the way.
just beyond the Salika Wood. The camp sits within Arcadia's borders, so Imperial patrols there should be sparse.
Getting that far should be half the fun. Let's be sure we go prepared.
Fun. Capital F-U. Yeah, we're gonna be in for a long one on this one. This is quite the trek. I was just about to ask, didn't Balthier have a ship at one point? But of course, we have to have a reason why we can't actually fast travel there by means of convenience. So, we walk from one end of the world to the other. Yeah, time to travel for days upon days, basically. And it literally might take days upon days worth of streaming to get there. Probably not, but it's a long one. I do remember this being a fairly good chunk of the game, just getting from this point to up there. There's some stuff you can do to sort of distract yourself with. I think there's some hunts that have popped up that I've neglected to do. Maybe I'll do that on my own time, I don't know. But it's still a little bit of a pain, especially if you're one that looks forward to, you know, quick progression or something like that. At least a few hours, yes, I think for most people probably, especially if you're playing it for the first time around. A lot of times, especially back then, I'd get confused as to where exactly I was going and what I was doing, and it didn't bode too well. Oh wait, no, we don't want to quit the game. I just wanted to, oh, see, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so in order to get to Nalbina Fortress, I think there's actually a crystal that I could teleport to, but still, I could just walk there. I don't know. Do we really want to do that? We want to go from Mount Burrow-Misace through the Paramina Rift, through Goldmoor Jungle, Osmone Plain, Giza Plains, Rabanaster, back up to Nalbina? I don't know. Especially with this version, since Zodiac Age, extra content, don't ever get outside of Japan. I don't know what that is, like the extra content, but I know that it's in here. I've heard people talk about it quite a bit. Guilty as today have no strength to withstand the violence of the world below. The Arcadian attack may well have been a divine test. Possibly. No new inventory since then. I could get that platinum sword, but I'm doing okay, I think. It's not that big of a difference. Some armor stuff, I think, was looking a little bit better. Oh yeah, the bone helms. Do I have anything to sell? That's the stuff I'm very wary about selling, since it may or may not be used in certain quests. I want to walk through all that? Yeah, alright. Okay. My biggest fear is going through here and then not having properly leveled. Now, of course, this isn't a game where I stream just, you know, everything I do here. Okay, it's still... B team is still valid. So I have gone and I've played some stuff on my own time, done a little bit of grinding, done a little bit of hunts, just to make sure that, you know, we didn't mess up these sections royally. And so far so good. I feel like I was over-leveled for a couple. Just started? Yeah, not that long at all. We jumped right into a boss battle, so it might have seemed a little bit confusing. It was very big points, but yeah, I haven't been streaming too long. At this point, we're probably not going to be seeing too much as far as story progression goes, though, unfortunately, so... Just some traveling, but we can reflect on what we've done so far, see how far we've come. I'm not going to go too far out of my way, I'm probably not going to do any hunts, even though I think I can I? Let me take a look here. What do I have available? There was actually a good chunk of them that I was left with. Ring in the Rain, I thought oh no, I did complete that, never mind. Tingling Toast? What the hell is that? Let's collect an important ingredient. Man, I don't remember where like half of this stuff is. Worm Tolls, Balzac. Complains that particularly aggressive dragon is interfering with his training. Ringworm can be found amongst the Wind Trace Dunes. I don't know what that is. Damasco Wester Sand, but only when the weather is just so. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, there's stuff. Mainly I've been hesitant about doing some hunts because I went and did the Gill Snapper, and that was a pain in the ass. But it looks like, judging by here, the Gill Snapper is better than all these things because it's just positioned that way. So maybe that's the case. I don't know. I don't know if numerical value has any sort of placement as far as difficulty goes. Extab, Spirit of Great Malevolence, prone to attack whenever it senses the living. As we found in Phase 1 Shaft of the Hen Mines. I thought I just fought something like that back in that tomb over there, but it's one of those recolors, those repaints. Similar looking thing, just isn't the same thing. Basically, this was one of the first games where I clocked in, I think, over 70 hours, which was unusual at the time, for me anyway. There wasn't a whole lot of games that would really push you that far. I mean, definitely some of the JRPGs at the time, but even the worst of them, they weren't stretching the clock out that much. But yeah, this game, I think its biggest flaw was the maps were kind of stretched out a bit too far. I feel like things could have been condensed a lot, which would have made stuff much quicker and much less strenuous to get through. Certain things like the hunts that depended on specific weather conditions, I talked about like a stream or two ago. It's just pain in the ass waiting for right things to happen in order to, you know, activate certain events. You know, granted, that's all stuff that's done on the side, not necessarily something you have to do, but still, it was a pain. This part here, getting to Archades, like I said before, was a big chunk of the game. Like, you know, you figure it'd just be point A to point B, but nah, not really. Oh yeah, your gambits are off, aren't they? That's probably not a good idea. Anyway. Yeah, it's like stuff takes a while to do. Now, I think towards the end of the game, you find most of the locations. There isn't too many new things. I think they start using the airship a little bit more, so it's a little bit less of a hassle when you have to, like, trudge through everything again. So I'm gonna fight this thing just because I think it drops some, like, decent materials, lumber or something. But yeah, everything took quite a while to do, especially if you were a completionist. Unfortunately, like I was. That was back when there was no motivation behind the sense of like trophies or networks or anything like that. That was just bragging rights to your friends. And it took a while. I think I said it when I first started this game, but basically I couldn't do it I had a game guide and everything, and I still didn't have it in me to do some of these hunts. Just too hard. Too hard, things took too long. And unfortunately I just gave up at some point and said, nah, screw it, I'm just gonna do the rest of the story. Still, I almost got 100 hours of gameplay out of it, which compared to some other games that I played, that's not too much. But, again, this was at a time where that was fairly uncommon. No good, right when he dies. Status effects still come into play here. Oh, both here. Oh no. Alright, well, at least we still got the poach in there. Anyway, besides that, that wasn't really, because we've talked about it before, but it was like a weird thing, because when I played this game, I thought it was great. You know, even disregarding some of the criticisms I had about the length of some of these areas. Remember when you first played the demo at Walmart, had no clue what you were doing, or what this was? Did you know it was a Final Fantasy game? I'm curious though, which was the first Final Fantasy that you started off with? I don't remember mine. You didn't know it was Final Fantasy? Oh, that's interesting. I guess it would have been a little bit hard to tell, especially if you knew what Final Fantasy was, and then looking at this, it probably wouldn't have placed it. Your first one was 9, oh yeah, okay. The first Final Fantasy game I ever completed was 9. It wasn't the first one I played, but the first one I completed was 9, so that was one of the ones that was special for me. Regrettably, I think the first one I played was Mystic Quest. There was a Super Nintendo one, and it sure wasn't, if it wasn't Mystic Quest, it was Adventure, which was on the Game Boy, or whatever that series was called. But either way, that was more of a game that was repurposed and just pegged with the name Final Fantasy, despite not really being a Final Fantasy game. Went back to 8, 7, went to 10, and then 2, I see. So when I first started actually getting into the series, instead of just loosely playing them, you know, just by picking up whatever garbage I saw at the store or borrowing what friends had, 9 was my first, then I went back and I played 7. In fact, I don't think I finished 9 by the time I started playing 7. I was like so excited to get another Final Fantasy game that when I went back and I got 9, or 7 rather, at the local used game store. Try to think what this is for a second. I wasn't quite finished with the game, so I went back, but still wanted to play it regardless. And I thought it was boring. It didn't really match my perception of a Final Fantasy game. So I went back and I finished 9, and then I went back and I played 7, and I appreciated it much more after finishing 9. Never beat for 9 when you first played it. I actually came around to it later in the years during the PS3 network outage. 9 is your first, 7 is the one you beat 8 after 7. So that, yeah, that's kind of how it was going for me. But I beat 9 first, and then I went back and I played 7. Liked it a lot better second time around, and it was a lot easier to get into. And then I sort of saw it more for what it was. It felt so restrictive compared to 9, because 9 pretty much gets the ball rolling fairly quickly, and it's a very, I don't want to call it a fast-paced game, but it sure is faster than how 7 starts out. Oh wait, that was the wrong person. Oh wait, never mind, no, it's the right person. Nah, we're good. And then I went to 8, and I still need to play 8 at some point. 8 is not one of my favorites, despite what people say. A lot of people used to agree with me, but like the receptions of these games changes so vastly over time. It always confuses me. When like something that was, at least what I saw to be universally panned at the time, becomes universally acclaimed like a decade later. Anyway, I still need to go back and play 8 at some point, because I feel like I might appreciate it more now, but who's to say? It was interesting, not your favorite. Love the music, time compression aspect. But it wasn't executed well, you think? Change the system set with the cards. A lot of people like the card games. A lot of people said that 9's card game was a step down, like a big step down compared to 8's. 8's for some reason had something about it, but I never really got into the minigames. A lot of these Final Fantasy games got little minigames in them that I never really get into. The junction system was for the magic. That was something else. But it was weird. Like I said, maybe it wasn't the best of execution, I don't know. But something about it. I didn't like it at the time. Oh god, that's an element. Alright, we need to leave. Fighting these things is always a pain in the ass. Actually, there's a... I don't know where this goes, but I'm going. Junctions, Guardian Forces, all that jazz is all weird. It's been a while, so I couldn't exactly pinpoint it. My disc set, unfortunately, was non-responsive. At some point, the second disc just stopped working, or at least the transition from disc 1 to disc 2 never worked after playing it for the first time. And then I ended up getting it on the PSN. I've attempted to play it at least twice, but I can't get into it. I think if I did it on stream, I'd probably stick with it, but there's just other things I want to do, so it's a little hard. I think at the bottom of the barrel, but it's not at the top. So, one of these days, I mean, this is my second Final Fantasy game this year, so it's like, who's to say? Maybe we'll just keep doing Final Fantasy. Maybe we'll go back to 8. Don't know, I think you could break the game like 7 material slots. Something like that, probably. I don't know. I'm sure there's plenty of exploits. Usually when it comes to the Final Fantasy games, there's always something that you can exploit. Like 12, for instance, with the Gambit system, you can do a lot of things. The game plays itself, as many people say. Did I see the PS5 event? I didn't watch it. Basically, I'm just hearing things through the grapevine, and I'll investigate later. But it's like, I don't know, it's not out yet. I'm not exactly hyping myself up until we see some more specifications. And I'm not 100% positive I'm gonna even be looking at getting one. The only reason I would get one is if it had some form of backwards compatibility, but it's kind of like on and off the table. I don't know. I see that they have a digital version and they have a disc version. So maybe the disc version will be backwards compatible. Obviously, you're not going to get backwards compatibility with the digital version unless you could buy the games digitally. But even then, I don't know how Sony would work that out, because they're usually a little bit dubious when it comes to those kinds of things nowadays. But anyway, unfortunately, no thoughts necessarily. I saw some things revealed. Obviously, we got the Demon Souls remake. That'll be cool, I guess. I was just talking with somebody, well, who was it? Sabotage? I think it was Sabotage you were talking with in stream about Demon Souls. How it's a good game. It's still probably one of the better Souls games, but the level design just... It definitely got better as the series went on. And Demon Souls was kind of like alpha stage of that. So maybe if it's a remake with some additions, some quality of life changes, but then at the same time, some people might argue that that takes the challenge out of it. So what are we looking at here? Oh yeah, Friend's always the last one to go, isn't she? Party switch. Yes, I did see Resident Evil 8, the little teaser that they did for that. That looks interesting. I mean, here's the thing, when it comes to certain game series, I'm not going to need a whole lot of convincing to, you know, I want to invest in something like that. When it comes to a Resident Evil game, I mean, we all know how Resident Evil 6 went, but still, they redeemed themselves in many ways when it came to later games in the series, so it's like, I like 7. I still don't think it's like the best of the Resident Evil games, but I like it enough that I'd want to see another game that takes place picking up where that one left off, so, you know. Only reason to get one is for new Ratchet and Clank, maybe some other games might be exclusive. Yeah, that's the thing though, it's like for a few months the whole rumor and innuendo has been that Sony's been looking to move outside of having exclusives, and they're looking to do the similar thing that Microsoft is doing, and that they're gonna have, you know, console exclusives, but they're not gonna be true exclusives because they're still gonna be available on PC. I got a pretty dang good PC right now. I don't think if there's going to be games that are, you know, console exclusive only, which I mean, it's only gonna be PS5, but still available on PC, I don't know that I want to get the console, because I could just play it like I'm playing this game, just off PC. So, we'll see. But backwards compatibility, I didn't get the Pro. I debated getting the Pro at some point, just for better performance. But if I could get my PS4 games to perform better on the PS5, then hey, that's something, right? Still, price is dependent too. I mean, we are in a recession. I've felt the effects of it, and I'm not necessarily looking to drop, you know, 600 plus on anything right now. So we'll see. There's a lot of different factors that kind of weigh in. Resident Evil 6 had a lot of problems. The absurdity of some of it, like, you know, morphing into dinosaurs, it's kind of the least of it, but it was still a thing. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. As long as we're moving kind of further away from that and more into some more slow burn horror, I think I'll be on board with it. But especially if it's taking up the same, you know, kind of feeling that the previous game in Resident Evil 7 had. I felt like they did a good job with that one. Pulled back way further back than what they did with 6. And it ended up working out. Oh, people are complaining about that? I didn't even see that first time around.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of a non-issue. I don't know why people would be complaining about that when the series has gone way off the wall. Outside of werewolves and vampires. Maybe people believe that you can't cross those things over with zombies. Or mutating parasites, I don't know. But I feel like, yeah, it's another one of those things where it's, if it's a problem, it's gonna be the least effective problem that they'd have. Let's see where we're going here. Alright. But anyway, I haven't dug too deeply into what they presented at the PS5 thing. I've just, you know, people are going nuts over the design of the console itself. And that's about as much as I've gathered from it, so we'll see what else crops up over time if they're planning on announcing anything. Like it works out great because it's easy to smack up some sort of virus from condition that really works into it. I mean, yeah. That's the whole thing about the whole virus is it can mutate the genetic structure of just about anything. So why wouldn't it be possible to do something that's different from what we've already seen? Now, I don't remember where this place was. The Ester Sand? I feel like it's the Ester Sand because we never go to the Ester Sand. That was like Babby's Zone at the beginning of the game, and now I think this is like the big return. Yeah, it looks like a router, or I don't know, other things, a fan. I don't get the hate. I don't know why people strongly dislike looks of consoles in general. Like, why does... I'm more concerned about what makes it tick, what makes it run, and if it's potentially underpowered or not, compared to other things I have. What makes it worth buying over one console over the other. I'm not too concerned about the look of it, but it's the same thing happens every time. I don't even remember what the complaints were for the PS4, but I remember there were complaints, and it's just there. I got it tucked away on a shelf. I don't look at it that much. Do I care what it looks like? Not really. It's a black brick. And we got the Xbox Series X, the sex. That's the literal brick. I don't care. As long as it's not ungodly huge and I could fit it somewhere, then that's fine. Other than that, I don't really care about what a console looks like. But yeah, it's the same thing happens all the time. GameCube looks like a lunchbox. Xbox One looks like a VCR. It's a throwback. Why not? The original Xbox is pretty damn big, though. I don't like the size of it. It takes up a full shelf, and I'm sure if I wanted to put any other console there, I could at least put 2, maybe 3. But that one's specifically reserved for the Xbox just because of how big it is. What you all doing over here? We all pitched in to hire this chocobo. We're going to explore the desert. It'll be a grand adventure, Kupo. Look at that one chilling in the back. Okay, I don't think there's anything I need here. Although on the topic of visuals, I do think it's a little bit weird because for the most part, most PlayStations pretty much look the same. And then this one, they're just kind of gone a little bit off the wall in comparison. Relatively speaking. But, you know, it doesn't really matter. End of the day. Yeah, but anyway, other than that, I haven't really seen anything else. I mean, it didn't sound like there was too many, like, major title drops or exclusives or anything like that, so it's like, if they showed any new games, then it's cool, but what is this particular console going to offer me that no one else is currently? That's kind of what I'd be interested in seeing, but, you know, first time around, big reveal. It's exciting for some people. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of things on it eventually in due time that are fun. To this day, I still haven't really bought a console, I don't believe, that's been anywhere near launch. I usually earliest buy them like a year later. I think, like I said, if I was ever going to do it with the PlayStation 5, it would most likely be due to any sort of backwards compatibility, just because I'd like to run some of these PS4 games, because, oh boy, we've seen some effects of what the original release PS4 is like with a handful of them, and they ain't always that good. Either things have to be cut back massively, or you get some weird performance stutters that potentially lead into some glitches like we saw with one of the last games we streamed, Dave's Gone. And then, I don't know. I was playing through Final Fantasy VII Remake. Looks nice for the most part. We saw the character models all great, but some of the environments, whether or not it was completely necessary, some of them just looked way too scaled down, especially for a current generation game. And I don't know why they did that. Because I feel like I've played other games that are bigger and have more stuff in them, and run exactly the same that Final Fantasy VII Remake did, but they looked better too, so I don't know what was going on there. But it was a little weird. Other than that, though, I'm pretty much fine. I think getting a new console for the upcoming and or current generation, however you want to consider it, is it's gonna require some doing for me. I still haven't even bought a Switch yet. I could if I wanted to, but I don't. Like I always say, I think with most consoles, there's going to have to guaranteed be at least 10 games that I'm going to want to play on it, as opposed to having it on any other platform. And, you know, that's why I don't really like buying them at launch, because a lot of times you end up with what a lot of Switch owners are experiencing right now, where there's just like a doldrum as far as game releases go, and what do you got? You got your Clubhouse games, 52. And you gotta be playing that because you got nothing else to do. Because you beat everything else. And it's like, I don't want to be in that position. I suppose you don't have to. You could just stop playing it. You don't really have to keep doing games on there if you don't want to, but yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Besides, it's so big nowadays to have a mid-console lifespan re-release. I mean, we got the Pro, we got the Xbox One X, which I got. Nintendo hasn't really done it yet, but they were doing it with their handheld consoles, so you gotta imagine that something like that would happen at some point. Got the new 3DS. Had a little nipple on there. And I guess it was higher processing power, but other than that. What's keeping the menfolk on the North Bank, eh? Can't stand watch on my own here forever. What if brigands made for the village? We wouldn't stand a chance. Brigands? Here? I don't think so. Good day to you, traveler. We've little offer aside from the river herself. You're welcome to rest along her banks as you like. Gee, thanks. I didn't know he had laid claim to all of this area. And Chocobo just over there, he has a fondness for shiny things, buries everything it can get its beak on. Most recent victim, all the gil I made in Rabanaster, down on my luck, you might say. Or, down on my luck, you might say. Buy something to help me out, what do you say? I say a lot of things, apparently you do too. Onion... Is that better than the other stuff that we have? Balthier's got the silence shots, so I'm not sure that... Okay, Vaughn's got the onion bolts. I feel like that was a better... I don't remember what the base one they called it, though. Fran's got like 3 sets of arrows right now. I think we're probably good on everything else. I don't know what the hell the bombs correspond to. Here, I'll help you out. 180 gold for a high potion, just so I can even out my current stock. I think that's good. I got anything for you? Got an Earthstone. Here, you can give me all that money back now. There we go. Okay. Blizzard. Now you're behind the times. How much longer are we gonna have to wait for the ferry to start running again? I don't know, is there a problem? Sorry, the ferry's not running right now. My dad took the boat across to the north bank, but he hasn't come back. What's taking so long? I don't know. What is that? The Nebra? The Nebra is one of the greatest rivers in Dalmasca. She carries strange gifts for those with eyes to look. Discarded trinkets, lost coin purses, even messages in bottles have I found on my daily walks of her banks. I found some shiny stuff in the sand before. I wonder if it's the same chocobo. Hey, look. Wouldn't do for a member of the guild to get lost, would it, Kupo? But it's easy to lose one's way in the desert. A map is a must, Kupo. Would you like to buy a map? Fine purchase, Kupo. You won't regret it. Moogle's Honor. Okay. So... Here, let me just talk to all these people, see if something's going on here. Our village straddles the river Nebra. We offer desert travelers passage across for a small fee. The ferry has crossed the north shore. I worry it is too long gone, but there's little for us to do but wait. Errol and Nathal couldn't be truer friends. That wolf is like a brother to him. They run around playing from dawn to dusk. That was nice. My husband's been gone to the North Bank for 3 days, and I've not heard word from him. Would it kill him to send a message? How's he gonna do it? Okay. Well, this is a strange predicament because I don't really know what to do. Oh, you know what? I do remember going through the mines at some point around this time again, and I think it was mandatory. It wasn't like one of those deals where you had to do a hunt, so... maybe? But... I'd figure that somebody would, like, tell you. Like, oh, you can't cross the river, but I hear of this strange passage back in the dungeon. I'm gonna talk to the kid again real quick, see if he says anything different. New dialogue. Okay. Is there like another area? I see something off in the distance, but I don't know what it... like this weird little... nub. I'm gonna speed this part up because I just don't know what to do and I feel like I'm lost. Oh, sorry, I gotta take a look at something real quick. Actually, hold on. Exit for a sec. I think it's gonna stop the stream from showing up, but it's okay. Okay, now we're back. Is this what I was looking at before? Yeah, I guess it must have been. What is this? Door is locked. You'll need the Barheim key to open it. What the hell's a Barheim key? I think this might be what we're looking for. Map overlay reminds you of Diablo 2. I never played it, unfortunately, so I don't remember what that was like. I watched some people stream it before, but I don't remember them pulling up the map too much. Oh, no, not that. Nah, whatever. He's already dead. Boy, okay, this is really, it's nagging at me, because now I'm starting to remember it, kinda. Maybe I gotta talk to one of those, I think I gotta talk to one of those people that are in front of where the dungeon was, the dungeon exit. But it's like, yeah, I kinda remember going back into the mines, and then this whole key situation, I feel like I gotta get the key from someone. I don't think it was just something you found. I think somebody actually had it. Yeah. And then we go through there, and then I don't remember what it was. Maybe there was an underground tunnel that came out the other side. Something like that. It's weird that nobody says anything, though. The whole entrance just caved in with a crash, and the boss is still inside. There's another entrance to Barheim around here somewhere, but the boss has the key. Boss got the key, but I got no other way to actually get inside there. Maybe that. I don't know where that goes. Okay, I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say that I need to get through that passage. Because that's the way. We gotta cross the river in order to get to Archades, but obviously we got some detours to get past. Now the dungeons here, what the hell are they connected to? Nibelheim? Something like that. There should be a city, basically, that's above them. And this might lead to it. See where this ends up going. Ah, look at that. This is something. I worked to earn money to buy my daughter medicine. Please buy something. And unfortunately, people sell the same crap. It's like I don't need to buy this stuff over and over again. But I feel for you. Lost foreign highways, just a ways down this road. Make your way across the highways and you'll come out in the Salika Wood. Oh, I'm quite fond of the star fruits you can find there. Now that the blockade is down, I'm hoping Adair's caravan will bring some to town. Yeah, him. Nalbana, that's the place. Okay, maybe we didn't need to cross the river after all. I almost feel like it was something you had to do. Maybe it just cuts down on the actual travel time if you're going back this way on foot. But if we're going this way, yeah, the Salika Wood is what we need to find, so... We don't even need to get into this dungeon to get the key. Oh, something's happening. Yeah, look at that water. Premiere graphics back in the day. Come to help fortify the fortress? You shouldn't have it too bad. They save the easy jobs for the Humes. Me, I got sent off to do the heavy lifting. Those Imperials think the rest of us are to be used as tools, nothing more. Nice, eh? I mean, are you happy with that? You're being sarcastic with me. A lot of Imperials buy keepsakes here before heading home. Vera craft's particularly popular. Of course, Seek in the back makes them. What's Seek? That one? Say, you know of the Baknami, a violent greedy lot of them, or violent greedy lot, them? I hear they've made the Nabrius Deadlands their territory. That Deathland is a fitting place for their ilk. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. None of those subjects that you brought up make any sense to me. Them Arcadians were all talking, and they didn't look happy. Heard something about the Leviathan and our 8th Fleet going down. Took some important judge down with it, too. From the sounds of it, serves him right. What's this? Never should have opened my shop in this heat. Buy something, will ya? That's a good sales pitch. Oh, hey, you got the Gambit stuff. I think I'm good unless you got some real weird ones on hand, and I'm thinking you probably don't. I should take a look at the Technic shop, though, because that's actually something that I need to increase my inventory on. Hold there, no further, boy. Leave the sweating to the stonemasons, eh? Okay. Longest serving merchant in Albina right here. Loved for years, and business has never been better. Take a look. Oh, you got the crappy stuff. Yeah, it's a little too old for me. I guess they expected you to go to Albina at some point, like way before this point in the game. Is there anything else here? I don't know what that is. What is this? You looking for the aerodrome? I'll take you. Civilians are only allowed in sections of the fortress. No. Okay, yeah, alright. I guess I didn't know what the aerodrome signal looked like, or, not signal, like, thing, indicator. I don't know what that's about. That was weird. Okay, but I'll take a look here at the Technic shop. Damn, we didn't got nothing new. And I'm sure the magic shop will be the same. Yep, okay. Yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe after you got out of the Nalbina dungeon, they're like, oh, well, surely players want to explore this place. I never really gave it much of a thought. I just figured this connected to one of the other sands. Like maybe it's somewhere in the Giza territory. Ah, the high waste. Not to be confused with the highway. I do remember this place. We actually, I think you can get a Esper here. Like without any special bullshit. So we'll have to see what we can do here, if there's anything I might be missing out on. This music is so adventurous, though. I almost feel like something better should be happening. It's almost got a little bit of, like Death Star run music. Dun 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 dun. That's a friendly. Hey, what are you two doing over here? Boy, when it comes to entering new places, I'm always hesitant to attack the friendly monsters, because a lot of times they end up being the real ass kickers. So usually they have good stuff on them, like good treasures or pickups or whatever. But not such a good idea to fight them if you're seeing them for the first time around. Maybe I could disable it. There we go. I just didn't want it to be a situation where I'd be fighting two of these guys, because that usually is a bad idea. I never get to use any of these spells with Vaughn, even though he's got some decent stuff. One thing I'm always wondering about, is it a time magic? Time magic is so weird in this game, because it incorporates some stuff that isn't usually associated with time. Like Reflect, that just used to be a white mage spell, but now it's only time magicians. I guess the thing is that mostly time mages, they had haste, they had slow, and they had stop. And that was about it. I guess maybe there was something else. I don't recall much time magic being used in other games. But those seem to be the staples, so if they're just sticking with that, the time mage wouldn't exactly be a sought-after class. You sure a lot of echo orbs over here. Okay, that just leads back to the same place we were at, so I'm gonna move on from there. What? Oh. God damn, look at that thing, it's huge. Wary wolf. Now, hold on, just because I cast a spell on it doesn't mean I wanted to attack it. Okay, let's see if we can do something to this thing. I'll settle for something that's not as efficient. It's immune, alright. Let's see. How about that? This isn't a boss or anything. I don't know why it's gotta be so damn tough. There you go. Yeah, hit rate not always great on those. Especially when they're supposed to steal up to a quarter of health. Alright. Now, unlike some stuff like the Sand Sea, I feel like this is a little more varied, a little more worth checking out. Sure, a lot of wolves, though. The only thing about this is there's so many varying paths. There's like these little shrine things, like this. I seem to remember something. Yeah, look at that. Shrine of the East Wind. Strange scent permeates the air. Huh, okay. Well, alright. Ah, learned man. Perhaps you can learn me something. Come from the capital to study the shrines here. They seem to be manufactured springs, in fact, drawing water up from an aquifer. I pity they seem to have dried up some time ago. Odd thing is, when I examined the shrines, the mechanism seemed functional. Perhaps the flow of water underground changed. Perhaps it might change again. I don't know. Seems like those are two options that are valid. Walked this way too many times to count, procuring wares in Arcadia, except I never lost my partner before this time. What happened? Greetings there, Sonny. You need anything you need, you let me know. Of course, you gotta pay. What do you got? Oh god. That's expensive. Text dating from antiquity prescribing tactics and guidance to those who would walk a given path. What the hell does that mean? A bastard sword. That seems pretty good. This guy's got the nice stuff. Ooh, the Goku pole. Giant stone bow. That seems nice. Chaos mace. Platinum sword. Okay, here's all the old stuff. Kiku Ichimonji. I'm gonna get this. Oh, yeah. And there's a few swords I got. Well, now, you go to the capital, it's a long way. Best get what you need now, or you'll regret it later. Might be right about that. That was a big damage increase. Iron pole. I don't even really have anybody that uses poles, do I? I feel... Is that a monk weapon? I feel like it is. I think I made somebody a monk, but I don't know who. Oh, you know what? I think it was Balthier. I'm probably just gonna stick him to guns. Fuzzy miter. I already have one of those. Accessory, steel, gorget. Raises strength and HP critical. Nah. Equip Libra, I'm good on that. Ah, the goggle mask. Metal jerkin. Diamond helm, diamond armor. No, who can resist that? Actually, I should have a couple wares, right? Not that much. You know what? I'm gonna get that bastard sword. Not everybody has immediately available a weapon upgrade. Man, I'm surprised the blood sword sells for that little. It's like a sword that has its own... Like, it doesn't share license board space with anything else. It's like, it's its own thing. But then... I've already used its purpose, and I don't really need it again. But I don't really want to sell it for that little either. Not like anybody else is going to be offering higher prices, but still. Oh yeah, we had some spells here. There we go. That's a good one. I think that's probably worth the rest of my money. Mostly because it seems like there's a handful of monsters, at least from what I've seen, the most of the element weaknesses I've come across have been to air, which I think is a little weird, but it's probably handy. In fact, I'm going to change that up right now, provided that most of these people can... Okay, she can't use that. Man, you can't use that either. You're the black mage in the group. Alright, we gotta mix something up here. Let's change it back to black mage. Blinga, nah. This must be a high up one. There it is. Firga Thundaga. Those would be nice, but I'm not gonna... yeah, I'm gonna buy it. Sleep Gun Blizzaga. I want to know what Dispel is attached to, because it's really handy. With a lot of these enemies I've seen, well, at least the bosses, they start battles off, like, with buffs. And I've had a lot of motes that have been handy to use on them, but I'm running out of those, and it's not like I can necessarily buy them. I think so far every one of the ones I've gotten has been from an enemy drop or found in a chest somewhere. What am I looking for? A red battle mage. Any more magics here? I feel like I've gotten most everything. Oh wait, here they are. Way over here. Actually, I need 8. Yeah, I'll get that. Great swords. Damn. It seems like it'd be a really handy spell to have, too. For more than one person. White Magic 7. Oh, Asuna would be good, too. I thought she wouldn't be able to use that. I wonder, is there a way to, like, get these ones that are way the hell off in the distance, not attached to the board? Seems kind of weird. They're just sitting there, taunting me. Yeah, well, either way, I'm not really seeing that black magic either, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. I'm not gonna worry about the license points right now either. I'll do that later. What are you doing? Oh. Oh no, right, yeah, I don't have any money, do I? Damn. That'd be nice. This place seems a little confusing. Oh, are you headed to the capital too? According to our map, we should go northwest from here, but my husband, he caviles and stalls. He says he's concerned about the road ahead being blocked, but why don't we just go and see for ourselves? The rumor and innuendo, I see. Oh, thief scuffs. No, no, you don't. What the hell? I want to see that brand new power that she was wielding, and it parries right on the first blow. Oh god. Now, this is looking a little familiar, though. I seem to remember, one, there being an Esper in this place, two, it was like sort of in a high spot. So high that I can't even tilt my camera in the direction of these birds. Maybe it is around here. You got a crossbow, man. What do you mean it's too far away? Ugh. Alright, we'll go fight these ones down here. Surprisingly, they can get quite a few hits in a very short amount of time. No, I'm not really seeing anything that looks like secret passages or ways to spots where espers might be. Oh, now this guy wants to do something. Probably unnecessary to do, but I don't know. One of those other ones we were fighting seemed to take a while. Ghillie boots. What even would that be? Oh, an accessory. Ah, I'm into oil. Okay. It's not the biggest status effect concern. There might be a couple bosses where it's a bit of a handful if they end up using like fire bombs or some sort of fire elemental property. But for the most part, when it comes to the accessories, I think I'll keep everything, especially if it has some sort of status guard. But I'm not going to worry about it too much. Ah, this is about everybody, huh? There we go. And look at all these dudes. Let's see how this works on them. That's a decent amount of damage. Oh, they're weak to ice, though. It was about the same, actually. And keep attacking, please. There we go. Okay, where are we going? It's a very strange map. Ah, no weird smells coming out of that one. And I was thinking about going back to the little spot, central area where all the people were at, but there is a crystal there that you can teleport to, so I think at some point I might just end up doing that. Go get that map, some of those other things from the shop, provided I don't meet some other shop around here. But I think for right now, I'll just try to progress through here. Worry about doing the extracurricular stuff another time. To be honest, I don't remember the Salica Wood being no walk in the park either. I feel like there was some other detour we had to make there. So this little trip to Archades could end up being a hell of a lot longer than even I was thinking about, and I've already done this once. No. Wait, who's that? There we go. Poached it at the last minute. This looks interesting. Oh, maybe this is just the entrance to the Salica Wood. Oh, sorry. Wait, no, you're a friendly thing. Oh. Too late, I already hit the attack button. Piece of fine wool. Oh, but these things can attack. What even are they? Pumpkin heads. You hold on a second. Man, I wish there was a, a do Libra or something. Oh. Penella, how could you? I didn't even see her sneaking up on that. I wish there was like a defend command or something, though. Is there not? It's a little weird. I guess there isn't. This place is kind of cool. I like the pillars of lights just kind of peeking through the canopies there. Nice looking. Bongo, what are you doing here? There's a community of hunters on the Fawn Coast. I came here thinking to join them, but my way is blocked. Should you head east from the forest, well, to the east, I guess, you'll find an old gate. Beyond that, the Fawn Coast. Trouble is, the gate's broken. Some Mughals were fixing it, but I have some doubt as to their industry in this matter. When will the gate be open? There being nothing to do about it, I returned here. Of course, now I've dropped my map of the wood, too. Fate spit upon me, surely. I'd spit on you, too. Gotta brighten up. Is there anything over here? Oh, these are the Mughals. They're just chilling. Oh, a visitor, Kupo. We're here working on the gate up ahead. Well, not actually right now. Right now, we're resting. Shit, get to it. Oh boy, everywhere you go, it seems like there's something impeding you. Oh, very nice. Usually Fran's magic isn't that good. Not to do one-shots like that anyway. Some more Mughals just lounging about. What's going on here? Oh, a visitor, Kupo. We're here working on the gate up ahead. Well, oh wait, it is the same thing. You guys like on a psychic link or something? So where is this gate anyway? I gotta investigate it with my own eyes in order to come up with a solution to it. I feel like I'm gonna have to go back to those highways too. Some stuff back there missed, no doubt. Sort of at least want to find a... No, don't fight it from here, god damn it. Another orange crystal though. I'm gonna walk all the way over here. Balthier with the slow ass attacks. There's also a dungeon in this area, I do remember. Something that I think was around some sort of beach area? I don't know. I do remember doing a couple hunts, though. And mostly what I remember was around the time of doing these hunts, this is where I started kind of getting sick of the hunts. So, I wonder how far down the line that is. Did I just tap out like way too early, or... After 200 plus hours spent on, I guess most recently Monster Hunter World, but other Monster Hunters before that, which I played after this game, I feel like there being plenty of hunts to do doesn't necessarily deter me anymore. What's this? This map? Ah. Oh wait, no, let's just get into the world map. Oh wait, that's not what I want. No. Okay, so... Oh god, yeah, this goes on for a while. Which way did I need to go again? I'm gonna go see what that exit is. Oh, we need to go up here. Man, a lot of playing this game too sort of reminded me of the Dot Hack series, which I'm pretty sure came out before this game, right? I feel like Final Fantasy XII was on the latter run of the PS2 era, and Dot Hack was sort of in the middle, but while it's a little more interesting than a lot of the dungeons and locales, it still has that same sort of length to it. It's like a lot of wandering, a lot of random enemies just popping up. Similar gameplay styles, just a tad, but just these long treks you had to make. I mean, at the same time, when it came to Dot Hack, you were dealing more with, you know, dungeon crawling. Well, there's dungeons in here, and they're actually sort of similar. They're not quite as bare bones. Okay, this is the gate. So, you want to tell me what's going on here? Once the gate's fixed, everyone will be able to go on to the Fawn Coast, Kupo. It'll take a little longer yet. That is, if my 9 missing apprentices ever come back from the Salica Wood. Oh, I just saw like 5 of them? I'll never finish the repairs like this, Kupo. They're probably loafing in the Salica Wood bungalow. Still 9 missing. Okay. There you go. Gotta go back and I gotta go find them, yay. Alright. We're on the lookout for some bungalows. I consider this backtracking, so I'm gonna evoke my backtracking clause and turn on the double speed. At least for those 2 that we already came across. That's almost half of them right there, though, seeing as it's, I think, 5. It's like, on the one hand, thank God I didn't explore this entire thing. Alright, you losers. Time to get back to work. Yes, Balthier reason with them, please. Same thing. What? The boss wants us? Uh-oh, Kupo. We better go. He's ugly when he gets mad, Kupo. Bye-bye, Kupo. Oh, there's still 7 of us on break out here. Alright. How do you know? How do you know they're still on break? How do you know you're not the only ones? Well, at least with the map, they mark where the other ones are. Looks like 2 of them are pretty close together. I'm gonna go out of my way and go back to this one that's up front, though. We'll do that, and then we'll head back for those stragglers. You guys say the same thing? Just the one in the back just looks incredibly shocked. Oh my god! Oh, he said something a little bit different. I figured they'd all say the same thing. That guy says pretty much the same thing. The only difference is that, you know, updating the quantity that you're missing out on. No one seems to be home, really. Alright. Let's see. Racking up quite the combo here. Maybe my money will come back to me. And I always thought there was some sort of trophy or ranking. I guess I could just bust out the guide. I know I've threatened to do that a couple times, but haven't done it yet. Also because I know that there's a tear in the binding, and I'm afraid that if I pull it out again, then it's just gonna fall apart. That's just how it came, though. And game guides, they got bigger, but the construction quality got a little worse until, I don't know, maybe about 5 more years down the road. But anyway, I thought there was like something where you can get another trophy, achievement, something with the, what do they call it, the Hunter's Den, for getting a combo like over 100, but I just did that. I went back to the last dungeon that we just came out of, and boy, I think I want to say I racked up a combo about 125 before I decided, it's not worth it. But maybe I was just shy. Maybe it was 130 or something, or I guess the next one up would have been something more like 150, but still, I didn't get anything for it. I was raking in the mad drops though, getting all these buffs and heals. It was nice. Sold all that crap for a load of money, but it just pisses away so easily when you have to get the new weapons. Speaking of which, we actually never take a look at that, did we? Sky Pirates Den, that's what it is. You know, these little 16-bit sprites, each marking some sort of accomplishment you've done. Of course, those are all just the basic ones. I don't even know how far I got with the other ones. What is that? Oh, finally, you pick up a chest when I actually want to attack something. I'll borrow King A. We got another one out here? Also, I'm surprised that they're not weak against anything. Now look at that, he's got a little mustache. The Malboros in this game, I mean, I don't know. They're a little weird. I guess it sort of fits to the gameplay style of this game. But the fact that there's like multiple, so they just all roam around like that, it's a little weird. Especially considering that the last single-player mainline game, Final Fantasy X, well, they were massive, and I guess they've always kind of been fairly big, but I think in 10 they were particularly huge. Now they're just, you know, they're half human height. What? No, we're working on the gate up ahead. Okay, we're not actually working on it right now, if you must be literal about it. Boss wants us, Kupo? Break's over, Kupo. Ah, well. Bye-bye, Kupo. Oh, there's still 2 of us on break out there. They're within earshot. Why don't you just tell them to get up? Ah, you just gonna look at that and not do anything? Kupo, we're here working on the gate up ahead. Well, right now we're taking a break, actually. Eh? The boss wants us, Kupo. That's no good. He's scary when he gets mad. Okay, break time's over. That's all of us, Kupo. Let's get working. Come with us to the gate, Kupo. Then let's be off, Kupo. Well, at least they give you the option to fast travel back up there. I suppose I'm fine with that. Though again, I do feel like I'm missing out on some other things that are around the map. I didn't do this before. I explored everything prior to moving on. Now that my apprentices are all back, the repairs took no time at all, Kupo. Witness the power of the Mughals. look at that, you did it. You had it in you. Oh, got a little line here. Nothing better than a job well done, Kupo. I'm headed off to the Sorobi Steppe for a job, and then it's vacation time. We're off to the Sorobi Steppe next, Kupo. Once we're done fixing the windmills there, we'll put one back at the tavern in Balfenheim, Kupo. I don't know any of these places that you guys are talking about. We're off to do some repair work in the Mosferen Highways next, Kupo. Repairing what? Better ask the Overseer, wherever he is. Maybe they'll fix those well things. Probably go back there and take a look at what's going on with that. Repairs are finished, Kupo. We are off to our next job site. Wish the Sorobi Steppe wasn't so far away, Kupo. Did I talk to you? I don't really care. It's been a while since the Craftsmoogles League got together, Kupo. We're usually scattered, off to one place or the other. Mosfora is next. Craftsmoogles League? I thought you were a guild. We'll go anywhere in Evilis we're needed, Kupo, when we get around to it. Next stop is Nabudis to do repairs on the old palace. If only those horrible monsters weren't trapped there. Someone should sort them out. I hear we're off to the Necra Hall of Nabudis. That sounds terrible. Next. But there's monsters there. Big ones. Let's play it safe, Kupo. Thanks to you, the repairs to the gate are finished, Kupo. Here, a token of our gratitude. Ah, Sash. The Fawn Coast is up ahead, Kupo. Pretty views there, but the locals, not so pretty. Alright. So, this sort of unlocks other places, I'm guessing. Oh wait, I didn't want to do that. Oh god, did I mess everything up? Well, whatever. What was that sash? Half damage to fire, immune to slow. Oh, that's pretty good. Big increase in speed. Wait, hold on, what do I need for that? Accessories 18, oh god. I don't think I even have like anywhere near the double digits on those. I suppose it's not that bad to get through them, but still. Alright, well I'm not that worried. I will sort out some stuff though, because I haven't done that in a while. Okay. So this Fawn Coast area, I don't know, every time I think about like this game, I always seem to remember this place. I don't know what about it. At least with the battle system, I always remember fighting things here. But I guess it was just memorable for me, despite the fact that there are much more memorable places.
It would seem we made the right choice. If we'd taken the easy way and come by airship, one of those patrols would no doubt have been quick to roll out the red carpet. We're on the Empire's doorstep now, so we shouldn't have to worry quite so much. But that's no excuse to get sloppy. It is still a long road to the capital.
Yes, it is. Should probably save, right? My worry is that there was a boss here. Well, not here necessarily, but I think it's in the next area, or at least maybe the area after this. But I remember it being a huge pain in the ass. And I don't know, I might have been under-leveled for the time, but hopefully that's not going to be the case this time around. I am feeling like I'm being less thorough this time around. So you never know. However, then again, I did do a bit of grinding beforehand too, so hopefully we'll be prepared for it. Maybe I just like the music for this place, because I'm digging the music. Yeah, don't mind me, I'm just coming to pick this thing up. Oh my god, I haven't even seen that weapon yet. Jesus. Are we sure that's not like a support beam? Actually, how are we doing on levels here? Okay, everybody's still at 29. Balthier too, I've been sort of looking at him. I guess he's got sort of a bayonet or something at the bottom there. I'm not too sure what that is, but we're getting sort of into Gunblade territory. I think it's weird that he, like, holds it by the blade, though. I guess they're not going to change the animations for that, necessarily. Didn't even see it die. Oh hey, first time in a while I've seen one of these fish things be actually hostile. Literally fly fish, no water, just fly. Basically, I don't know what keeps them up. It's not like they're flapping their fins. They come out of the sand, though, which I think is weird. Maybe it's supposed to be the water. But yeah, they just sort of float there. Oh my god, what is that? Oh, it's a frog. I thought it was going to be like a seal monster or something. It's partially invisible, which is weird. I'm gonna leave it be, just in case. Might end up being the premature Deathbringer for me. What the hell, Balthier? What are you attacking that guy for? Ever since I gave Balthier the double experience accessory, he's always been ahead of Fran now, and I think it's weird, because it's not how it was before. So now we gotta wait for Fran to catch up before we can switch out the parties. Yeah. Don't make that sound, that's weird. I think that's what I have equipped with Balthier right now, actually. And that pouch of silent shot. Got two places. I think I'm going to stick to the coast area, though. Yeah, there was nothing there. God, this is expansive. Just came from some of the most complex maps in the game, and now we're sort of at the most open but barren ones. There you go. Surely these things must take some damage from arrow, right? No, that's not too bad. Oh, Fran's dead. Jeez. I guess they didn't take too well to that. Oh, nice. Couldn't get away from me. There's one lone wolf over there. I'm not gonna bother. Come, follow me. Let's make a little progress while we're fighting. There you go. Oh, is it weak to ice? Kind of wondering what's up there, but not really. I just kind of want to sort of make a straight shot, if at all possible. I thought that little Hunter Clan clubhouse was a hell of a lot closer than this, too. I don't know. The fact that I don't really have this place mapped out is making me anxious. Oh no. Damn. Couldn't even get a drop from it. Actually, I think if it kills itself, we don't even get experience or anything. That's the real crime. Cutting it a little close, I think. Man, thinking about it, I should have given Balthier a secondary class with some magic or something like that. I don't know why I picked Monk, actually. It was just like higher damage output. There was one thing I wanted with Balthier was higher attack rate. So maybe if there was... I took a look at the board. I don't know, I did this real late at night. Maybe I wasn't even paying attention, but still, I was kind of scanning the boards beforehand. And I usually do when I end up picking out the second class for these guys, but hey, I think that's the hunter thing. So I probably don't want to go up that. I'm gonna say yeah. But anyway, what I wanted was something with quicker attack rate, just because he's so slow. At least with these guns. I don't know if it changes with a different weapon. I haven't really tried anything else out. Not with him anyway, but still. He's got those measurers, but I don't really... There was something about those. I remember when I played it in the original and I had a measurer. I really didn't like it. So maybe there was some sort of nuance to it that was lost on me at the time. Or maybe I just didn't care to exploit it. But regardless... yeah, he was pretty much always just stuck with guns with him, but they're just slow. And I felt like there came a time when... the melee weapons, because like the guns were good, you know, you could launch some of these things with status effects depending on the ammunition, and then, you know, they do a high rate of damage, but there was a point where a lot of the melee weapons were doing the same thing that the gun was doing, just faster. Only thing was you didn't get the range with it, but I don't know, you didn't get the bow and the crossbow. There's water all over the place. What's with that specific spot?
Why the capital?
The Nethicite. I must destroy it.
Are you sure? You don't want it for yourself? Use its power to restore Dalmasca? Something like that? The best intentions invite the worst kind of trouble.
Lusting for ever greater power. Blinded by the Nethicite. Is that how you see me?
That does sound like someone I know. He was obsessed with Nethicite. It was all he cared about.
Come over here.
He'd babble nonsense, blind to aught but the stone's power.
Like I said,
He'd talk about some Enna, or was it Venna?
except for you.
No matter.
Thank you.
Everything he did to get closer to the nether site, to understand it. He made airships, weapons. He even made me a judge.
You were a judge?
Part of a past I'd rather forget. It didn't last long. I ran. I left the judges and him. Sidolphus Demon Bonanza. Draculaur Laboratories' very own Dr. Sid. That's when he lost his heart to Nethersite. Lost himself. And I suppose that's when I lost my father. Don't follow in his footsteps. I ran away. I couldn't stand seeing him like that, a slave to the stone. So I ran. Free at last. Funny I went for the Dusk Shard. How could I have known that it was Nethersite? And then, of course, I met you. All that running, and I got nowhere. It's time to end this. Cut my ties to the past.
It's hard to leave the past behind. I know.
Marriage of convenience. Symbol of the alliance between Nebradia and Dalmasca.
That's not what I thought it'd sound like.
See our match.
They do they?
These roles we play. I must admit, I find it wearying.
I will play mine.
I would have no other.
The choice is yours to make. But don't give your heart to a stone. You're too strong for that, princess.
I pray you're right, Balthier.
So one of these days I'm gonna have to go back and go through this footage of all these streams I recorded and make a supercut of Ash gasping at something. She does it so much, though. I've never heard so many gasps from one person in a game. Listen, good boy. Don't hate your kind, I just hate you, see? So do us a favor and leave us be, eh? Oh. I'm fine. I see how it is, then. Oh, it's Gertie, it's just chocobos. Oh, vendor of goods. Not just a shopkeeper or anything. Hello there. If it's marks you'll be hunting, best go prepared. No, I'm not doing hunting here. Actually, is this all the same crap? Aldebaran. Let's see. Judicer Staff. Empyrean Rod. Rod's 3. I'm surprised I don't have that already. Well, most of the stuff is pretty damn expensive, though, so hold up. Let me see. What can I sell? It's not a whole lot. Alright, there's a couple things that were worth a handful of things, but it's not all that great. Triage kit. Travelers be prepared. Contains with high potion. Thumps the Phoenix down. Prompted by demand. Assembled in 125. Thumps the Phoenix down. See, I don't really use that because I got at least 3 people that know how to use raids. MP doesn't really come by that hard. Halberd. Boy, that's expensive, but 7+ stat increase isn't that bad. I'm not completely sold on the gun, though it looks interesting. Got a weird shape to it. I know what you're thinking. Why buy cures from this girl when all it takes is a good knock to the head to make all that ails me go away, right? What the hell does that mean? Fact is, some ailments don't just go away. Blinded man goes down and comes back up as blind as he went. So, yeah, we need an item to purge that lot. That's why I got magic. Are you traveling by foot perchance? Take heed of the weather is my advice. Around here, when it rains, that's when the elements come out. And it seems to be the same case with any of the other places. There's Red Bongo over there talking about going to Archades on foot, I hear. Now, if you come from the Chita uplands through Sochin Cave Palace, you can reach Archades, alright, but the fiends in Sochin are a nasty lot. Group of hunters just left to do something about that, I hear. I wish them luck. I wonder if that's for the thing I'm thinking of. Oh god, we got some, like... Alright, well, rank 3. I guess I haven't tried any of these rank 5 ones yet. They might be a pain, but still. I'm gonna go accept those at some other point. I'm not really looking to do any hunts right now. And I gotta go back and I gotta do the hunts that I've already done. Or picked out. In fact, I had already gone to the people that had posted the hunt, so all I need to do is actually just go and fight them, but... Like I said, that gill snapper ruined me. Okay, so... I'm gonna go on a little bit further. I don't think I can make it to Archades tonight. This is a little bit too much. But I do want to get to the next location past this beach area. If possible. The only thing I'm worried about is those bosses. It just seems like I remember having such a hard time with them before. I say bosses, it wasn't necessarily a gauntlet of boss battles, but it was like it was a boss battle where there were multiple parties. I think there was like 4 or 5 of them, but it became an issue over time. And I don't remember if I died or not. But I remember when I actually beat them, it was scraping by the skin of my teeth, so I'm gonna make sure that I'm well prepared. I probably want to go get the top tier stock that they have available at the shops right now, and that might require some grinding, so it's not something I want to do on stream. I just want to see if I can, you know, make a little distance. What's that cave? I don't remember this. Oh, it's a shortcut to another section of the map. Oh, wait. Oh, God. Bosh, what are you doing? Oh, that kamikaze killed it. Alright. Confused about what happened to it for a second. Okay. Well, some of these maps are so big, though, it's like... Oh. I don't know, in my mind I thought for some reason it would just like stack the actions. Well, these guys look pretty fierce, but they're going down alright. so maybe I didn't need to do the whole buff sequence thing. Oh, just a random teleport stone drop. You know, those still aren't for sale at any shops, so I'm always worried that when I do fast travel, I'm just wasting my stones. And I feel like we're going to end up doing that a lot more this time around. Just because I need to go back and explore all these areas a little bit more thoroughly. What's going on here? Where do you go, Wayfarer? To the east lie the Chitta Uplands. To the north, across the plains, lies the seat of the Empire Archades. Myself, I go east, to the port town of Balfenheim. I have heard it is a place where men and women value freedom above all else. I want to talk to the one up here. Shut up. Okay, I guess I can't talk to her. Okay, so we gotta go to the north? Is that the north from here, or... Which north are we talking about? This is... the Chitta Uplands. Huh, well, hold on a sec. I remember coming up through here in order to get to Archades, I think. Fawn Coast. I always do that. I'm too used to playing Okami. Okay, so based on where we are, we can still, yeah, okay. I think it's just north from here. Not necessarily north from the Fawn Coast. Though it was kind of going north, but it was also going a little east, so... Thus the confusion. Oh, good job. Boy, Vaughn, you sure are sucking right now. There you go. Wait, what do I want? Oh, the gold needle. Where is that? There it is. Silly me, I was looking for soft. But no, that's just every other Final Fantasy game before this. Actually, probably not. There's probably some other Final Fantasy. Golden Needle sounds familiar. Like it would have been in something else. I just don't remember which one that was. Actually, you have Stona, don't you? Should work. What is your deal? Goddamn. Oh, hey. That finally kicked in. I have a gambit to have them use haste anytime anybody has slow affected on them, but, yeah, it pretty much never happens. Is there... Huh, is it just the enemies are highly evasive to ranged weapons, or what is going on? Because he's missing like 3/4 of his attacks. I'm gonna choose a different lead. See if he can do better on his own. Not that it should make much of a difference, but apparently it is, because he's actually hitting these guys. Could be the enemies, though, I don't know. No, he's running. Oh, he still got affected by that. Well, you don't have like a unsleeper? What would that be? Maybe it would be Asuna. Yeah, I guess she doesn't have that yet. Okay, so... Oh, damn. I should be doing more of that. Getting those combos in. What is this? Oh, this is dead end? Damn it. Guess I don't have to go through an entirely new area, but I have to walk down that hill. His corral's got good drops, but I don't know, I never really liked fighting them. Arguably, though, they're worse than other Final Fantasy games. They don't seem to cast the, or maybe it just has to do with the stone. I mean, it's a pain. I hate having to heal that every time. I suppose I could put on an accessory that blocks stone, but I'm not gonna bother right now. However, it seems like petrifies in other Final Fantasy games were instantaneous, I want to say. And they didn't necessarily have this cycle where it has the countdown. I mean, if that's the case, it's kind of weird, because this game has death too, right? So, what's the difference between the two? One you gotta use a gold needle, and the other you gotta use a Phoenix Down? I guess the death countdown wouldn't be treatable prior to the effect actually happening, though, so, you know, maybe one's a little bit more conclusive, I don't know. Yeah, looks like Vaughn's gonna be lagging behind a little bit. Might as well heal him. He basically took care of that himself. Okay, up here kind of looks like a dead end too. There's a nice plant up there. I don't know, some kind of palm. Should probably have looked at what treats immobilize. I kind of assumed I wouldn't have anything, but it seems to take a while. I feel like I'd rather have him in the party than not. Oh, good. I wonder if Vaughn benefits from that being way back there. Also, yeah, I think this is a dead end. No doubt. Ah, there he is. Just in time to have missed everything. Oh, what is this gap? Alright, hold on, I'm coming around. Oh, I gotta go across the bridge, of course. Oh, we fighting? Wait, what are we fighting? Oh. Where the hell did that come from? I guess these things burrow, don't they? It seems to be going in the opposite direction that I want to go. Oh, and you know what? No, I remember this map. Yeah, it's got like a little ridge across here. Oh god, what happened? This weak-kneed Bonga is worthless, utterly worthless, just like every other hunter my father employs. You wouldn't happen to be a hunter, would you? I'd like to hire you to deal with the terrible menace in the Sochen Cave Palace. That was a good drawing. Bill? Is that what's referring to the hunt marker, or is that the name of the kid? A terrible menace plagues the Sochen Cave Palace, calling hail hunters of all ages and races to deal with this scourge upon us. Warning, this is not an official bill, and it will not be listed in the clan primer. Oh, I see. Ask about this dire threat? Alright, so we're just questioning the fact that this is a Bill or not. Not that the kid is named Bill. Although he should have been named Bill. Might have been a first for Final Fantasy. East of here, you come to the highlands. North of there lie the fields of eternity, wherein can be found the entrance to Sochen. The foul scourge. I wish you to defeat lurks within the cave palace. Many hunters have been sent, and all have come running home. Incidentally, I have no idea what the scourge is or looks like, but why'd you draw it? No one that returns will speak of it. Intriguing, no? My father, wanting to know the identity of the fell creature, thought to post a bill for the mark, but was refused. Having no other choice, he employed 2 hunters from the hunter's camp on Fawn Coast and sent them into Sochen Cave Palace. A pity they were worthless. I waited with my father at the entrance to those caves, and they came running back out mere moments later. They ran right past my father, their employer. Unbelievable. Enraged, I gave chase and was separated from my father. Anyway, I'm glad we've met. Were I to hire better hunters than my father and defeat this monstrosity, oh, the respect I'd earn back in Archades. What the hell? You're like 8. So you're hired. Use this key to get into the cavern where you'll find this creature, and no coming back until you've slain it. Alright, alright. Ah, yes. The mysterious triple question mark. What a time this will be. Okay, so the entrance to the Sochen Cave Palace, I don't think it should be too much further ahead, but we're still gonna leave it at that. I was basically looking for one of those fancy save points where I can teleport so I can go back to some of these other places and do other things as I so desire. Let me see. Yeah, but we still got a little ways to go before we actually reach Archades. It's not going to be like a huge effort, but we do have to go through these little mine sections first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here, and we will this time. However, I do want to play some of this on my own time, and like I said, go back and explore some of those places, because I feel like I rushed through them a bit, probably for the better, so that we could actually see some different things here, make some progress. But yeah, I do want to go back there. Do want to do some of the hunts and whatever else I can do, earn some money, get some better equipment before we actually get in here. Because like I said, they won't look like much, these bosses, but they were a pain. So I do want to make sure I'm prepped for that. But anyway, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. A lot of people coming in and out, so good deal. And I'll be back with this hopefully in a couple days. But next time we're streaming, we're going to be seeing some Okami HD. So come on back for that. But that's going to be it. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it as always. And have a good night. See you next time.